Alright guys, here's this one. I don't think you need relic for this. No, most of mine are, just because they are, and I can't undo that, but I really don't think you need them. I'm going to go over the mods here that I have on them. They're my normal mods, and they're really bad. Slow and doesn't hit very hard. BB-8, I noticed after I was all done, I don't have the Omega on his basic, and I think I think it would help. So it would be something I would definitely think about doing. R2 is the one I would get his potency up. Mine's low. I would have it way over 100. Put all the potency gear you can on him. He needs to land his stuns. You'll see that I struggle a little bit only because he's not stunning when I want him to stun. And then here's Finn. Again, it's just look at the mods. Is regular crappy mods. So that's why I think if you had gear 11, gear 12, but with better mods, I think you'd do just fine with this. So here we go. Again, it's going to be control more than anything else. You're going to want to use your mind trick on Revan and on Malik. That's your two primaries. You want to make sure you get your confusion on Malik, on the two tanks, let's just put it that way, so that they don't start taunting. Now you want to land these stuns. Now I get pretty lucky this first go around, with the stuns. The second go around, it becomes a lot more of a struggle. See, he's landing his. So their tenacity isn't real high, but you want them to land all the time. Especially if your gear level is low. There, I got that on him. Not the mind tricks, but the confusion. And again, I'm using the mind tricks on Malik and Revan. Now, make sure you do not do AoEs or anything like that with R2. You do not want to fear or anything like that going on with Malik. You just leave him alone as best you can. Use your mind tricks on him when you're able to, and otherwise leave him to the very end. Now, as you can see, the order I'm going here, I don't want Nihilus to ever go because I don't want my cools down messed with. Now remember, your assists won't work with Revan, but I use them sometimes just to get the confusions out, the cooldowns, trying to reset my abilities. So I don't use it on them all the time, but just because the other characters won't assist does not mean you should not use him. Or I should say, you should not use your abilities. You don't have to just use basic with him. You should be able to feel it out as you're going. And again, it's not a race. And just doing this will get your 3 feats. And then you just have to do the Undersize Squad after this, which I use the same team. I just took out Finn, and that was more of a struggle. Yeah, just double checking to make sure he's got his confusion on. See, it's all coming along pretty good now. And again, we're just trying to keep him under control. The fears are going to come. I mean, you get to this point, you could do auto. I did not want to do auto and go through it again, but you could do auto on this. Maybe. As long as your stuns and everything are landing. we're just going to work him down. Yeah, now I'm starting to use the fires and stuff. Just anything I can do to bring him down at this point, but also keep him under control. So when he's not stunned, you can use the the fire from R2 or whatever. But as soon as he's unstunned, you're going to want to try to get him stunned again. The objective is if you have low gear, you do not want to have Rey get hit, because if you're gear 11, gear 12, it'll be a one shot with her. So again, I can't stress enough, potency on R2. I don't have it on mine, but it would make a world of difference making sure everything sticks. But and then making sure that the other characters are fast, the other three. Finn, you can see he's really not doing much. And that's why I was like, well, let me try this just with the 4 of them. And it works. It's a bit harder. It definitely is. And especially since I don't have good mods on my characters. But you'll see it goes pretty good too. There you go. He's done. Now I had already played this through once, that first part. As you'll see, I didn't get the updates. I didn't hit record. I got everything set up and ready, and I went through and got done, and I went to check out the recording, and it wasn't there. So it's another reason why you don't want to go too fast. Take your time. You need to get to 400, remove 400% turn meter. And so again, you don't want to blaze through it. You don't want to hit too hard, and so on. Now here we go with this one. As you see, I just went with the 4. There's a lot of other teams you could use, but I just wanted to show you that if you don't have a big roster with a bunch of stuff, and you don't have Darth Revan or Luke Skywalker or any of that stuff, this same team will work again. Now you'll notice this time I struggle a little more with my stuns and stuff. And again, if R2's potency was higher, it would land, especially like on Malak. He resists a lot of them. So it's all based on landing those stuns, calling everybody in to try to get him stunned. So far, it's going pretty good. He's dead. Don't have translation on him. Get it on him. Now I want to try to get it on him. Was hoping to call assist in. The assist would have been to C3PO. But don't worry, we get it. Look at that. That's where a gear 12 or under would have died. So that is because I'm not going fast enough, and I'm not landing the things I need to land all the time. But you can see one more hit and she'll be out. So I've got to make sure I get the stuns and everything I need. Alright. Got there fast enough. Remember, it's not a race. Take your time. He's out. Coming along pretty good. Want to get my cooldown reset. Look at that. Once start the Revan's out, we should be pretty good. You always want to check to make sure Malik's got his confusions on. Now we're really trying to go all out, but also keep him under control. And it's another thing you want up as much as you can is the foresights. You can see how that saves me too. Here we go, get to burning. Trying to land the stuns. It'd be a lot easier if the stuns were there. I do get it every once in a while, but you want it every time. Because you can see how Malik, if he gets unleashed, would mess up your team. So, again, the potency would be huge. You just keep it up. Look at that, finally got one. Woo-hoo. Just keep it up. Doing what you're doing kind of thing. Again, you might be able to auto this. I didn't want to take the chance, especially if I'm recording. But it looks like you could. Yeah, that's a good stun. Almost there. There you go. We undersized it with the same team. All right. Well, that's it. That's all of them. All right. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like what I do. All right. Thanks very much for watching again. All right. Bye.